In this section, you're gonna learn how to handle the local storage in React Native. But first, let me show you the type of problems that local storage fix and can be helped. Okay, for example, we have here our app. Let's try to log in, okay, and try to change the language. For example, let's make the language, let's make it this Indian language, okay. Now our app become in Hindi. Now let's try to close the app and open it again. So let's try to close it and open it again. Look what happens. I am logged out and the language returned to German language. Why? It's a very bad user experience. The user, when he logged in, you shouldn't log him out for a while. And also when he pick a language, you have to save the language in the local storage. So the user shouldn't need to change the language each time he opens the app. No, I want to save the language, the user data, he's logged or not, in the local storage. So you can think of local storage as the database of the app. This data, the app, is stored in the local storage. So those data will never go until the user remove the app or clear the data of the app. And in this section, we're gonna use those two wonderful libraries. React Native Async Storage for handling the local storage. And if you see here, 1 million of people are downloading per week. And also Redux Persist. And this is to save the data from Redux. And it depends also on React Native Async Storage. And if you look here, we got here more than 900,000 of people are downloading and use it per week. The way you're gonna handle the local storage in Expo CLI is the same as React Native CLI, with only one difference: the way that you install the package. Because when we install the package in Expo CLI, we're gonna use this command. And when we install the package in React Native, we're gonna use this command: npm install React Native Async Storage. But the usage are the same. And in this section, I'm gonna show you how to use async storage and manage your local storage of the app. But before we start, let's go to our app. And instead of creating a new app, we can just go to app.tsx here and comment all of the code like this. And let's create a functional component, rnfes, like this. Now this is our functional component. Let's style it. So style, justify content, center, align items, center as well. Felix is 1. And let's replace this text. Let's name it, for example, expenses app, like this. Let's give it some font size. Let's make it 20. Justify content, align items, not align content. Align items in the center to make our app in the center. And let's create a use state hook, const total expenses, and set total expenses equals to use state. And let's initialize it with 0, like this. And let's render it here inside another text, total expenses equal to total expenses from the state hook. Oops, I write this text wrong. The last letter must be small, not capital. And press save. Text has been already declared because I already imported twice, like this. Now, finally, let's create a button with title, increase expenses with, let's say, with 10. And when we press on it, we're gonna set total expenses to be total expenses plus 10, like this. And let's give this a font size. Let's make it 30, like this. Now it's a simple app. I don't want to make the app complex or to create a big app with text input to handle expenses and so. It's just a simple app because I want you to learn the idea, to know the idea of local storage. I'm just focusing on the local storage. Now, if you increase here and make it 120 and reload your app, you're gonna notice that it returned to 0. Just press R lock, it's become 0 again. Now let's try to make something like adding a database inside the app and store the data inside the app itself. Imagine that you don't have a Firebase database or any database to save your expenses. So we're gonna store this data inside our local storage.